Well, hello, everybody. It's me, Leah. I just want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I am a personal development and family life coach. And what I do is I empower women to strengthen their families by helping them to free themselves of emotional bondage and repurpose their pain so that they can walk in their passion and purpose. Now, as you know, this week we're counting down to our virtual spa experience. It's going down this Saturday, May the 8th, starting at 10 a.m. That's Central Standard Time. That's Mother's Day weekend. So grab a mom, grab a friend, or grab someone that you know could benefit from a virtual morning of makeovers, fun, and self love. So, our theme is going to be relax, release, renew. And we'll be learning how to let go of emotional baggage that weighs us down so that we can free ourselves in our mind and in our body and in our soul so that we can walk in confidence, to walk in love, and to walk in service to the people that we're called to serve. So you don't want to miss out. Be sure to click on the link above to snag your seat and join us for all the fun, okay? So, tonight, I want to address the topic of excess baggage. Excess baggage. Yeah, what's weighing you down? All right. So, when you go on an airplane, most flights have restrictions in place on the size and the weight that's allowed for the bags that you bring on board. Now, if you go a little bit deeper, you'll find that planes have to be staged or loaded a specific way. And the issue isn't that the plane can't support the weight that it carries. That's not the case. The issue is that in order to take off, everything has to be secured and perfectly spaced out evenly so that it can maintain perfect balance. Now, did you know that the takeoff is one of the most dangerous times of a flight? And this is for a number of different reasons, but most notably because if everything isn't staged right and it's not in its proper place, then it can shift and throw the plane off balance, and that could cause it to crash and burn. So when we allow our lives to become so bogged down with emotional baggage that we become out of balance, then much like that plane, we too crash and burn. Emotional baggage that is unprocessed, basically what that is just negative feelings that have built up from our past experiences. And this comes in many forms. There's guilt and regret, there's fear, and then the big one, which is PTSD. That's post traumatic stress disorder. And that's just to name a few. Now, no one is expected to go through life and not feel anything. You're going to experience pain. You're going to experience hurt and heartache and loss and sorrow and many other things that can trigger emotional distress. But the key is all in how you handle it. I know that a lot of times as women, we put on the front that we have everything under control and that nothing is out of place and that our children are well behaved, and that they're model students and that our marriage is perfect and we never argue and that we're satisfied with our careers and our lives. And in some cases, nothing could be further from the truth. I heard a lady one time refer to this as your Pinterest life. You know how on Pinterest, everything is perfect. And they have these challenges that they use. First, they'll show you the original picture from the post on Pinterest, and then they showed what it looked like when you tried it, and it was a disaster. So, this is exactly what people do. We show our Pinterest life. We spend so much time trying to cover up the fact that we're hurting, and we don't allow time to process these negative emotions. And eventually, it can build up and cause us to break down. So, back to the baggage. Now, sometimes the way people deal with emotional stress is not to deal with it at all. I know I've been guilty of that before. Instead, we mentally disconnect from the situation. Now, the problem with that is that you haven't dealt with your issue. And so what happens is that it gets stuffed in a bag along with all the other unchecked emotions that you haven't dealt with. And pretty soon that bag starts to get heavy. And now you have another issue. So you go and grab another bag and you start stuffing that one. And pretty soon you're bogged down and unbalanced. So, unchecked emotional problems can lead to physical problems. There's a connection between your mind and your body. Have you ever heard the phrase, you are what you think? Well, this is true. So, if your mind is at dis-ease, then your body is going to follow as well too. So, we have to learn to protect our emotional well-being. How do we do that? Well, the first thing you need to do is to give yourself permission to feel. You have to reconnect with your emotions so that you can sift through them to figure out exactly what's at the root of your pain. When that's done, then you can address the issues and begin to unpack all of that baggage. You're going to have to expose the wound in order to treat it. So, a lot of times, childhood trauma is not revealed until later on in life because we compartmentalize and we pack it down. But people don't understand that there's a connection between what happened in someone's past and the way that they respond to certain situations now. They establish their pattern of thinking and their emotional response to certain things based on the lessons they learned from going through that traumatic experience. And now, when that gets triggered, they go back to that flight or fight mentality because that's what's comfortable to them, and they don't want to deal with the issues. So, ladies, I know that in this situation, we end up sabotaging our lives and our relationships. And then we become emotionally distant. We have commitment issues. We suffer from paranoia, thinking that everything is an attack on us. And we project our fears onto others and compare those in our lives now to those that were in our lives in the past, the ones that hurt us in the past. Now, during this virtual spa experience, we're going to dive deep into the topic of forgiveness and its connection to the process of emotional and physical healing. Now, as I said before, what happens in your mind will manifest in your body. So, we're going to show you how forgiveness of yourself and of others is going to free you from the torment of your past in your mind and also allow you to live in peace. Now, I've said it before. I believe that when you have made the decision to make big changes in your life, you should have the right people with you, behind you, and showing you where to go on your path. You need someone that has gone through all of it and understands your struggles and that can guide you on how to come out of such a dark place. You need to connect with someone that you trust that can show you how to let go of these emotional toxins in order to live a happier and healthier and more fulfilled life. That's why you need to register for this event. Your peace of mind and your mental well being is priceless. You want to protect it at all costs. And I want to show you how to do that. Okay. So, this Saturday, May the 8th, everything kicks off at 10 a.m. That's Central Time. Don't worry, if you are not able to be there for the live event, those that register, they're going to get a recording of the event. So you won't miss anything at all. All right. Y'all don't want to miss it. I'm telling you. Okay. So head over to the website. It is www.bit.ly/hugspa. That's www.bit.ly/HUGSPA. I'll be sure to put that link in the comments so that you can find it there and snag your seat for this powerful event. All right. So I hope to see all of you on Saturday. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be well worth the time and the sacrifice that you make. All right. So I'll see you all Saturday. But until then, I want you to be encouraged, be empowered, and be blessed. All right. You all have a good evening.